Is that a gnat? What was that? My God, cookies, welcome back. Second video of the year. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. I am feeling almost 1,000% from that little ratty ass cold that I had. But anyway, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Carolyn Gray. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button when you feel like you're ready to. I'm not going to force your hand, but this is the cookie community. We call ourselves cookies because my name starts with a C, but also cookies come in all shapes, forms, and sizes and flavors, just like this community. All are welcome. We love to giggle. We like to have a good old kiki and laugh. We also love fashion over here, all the things that encompass the topic, and some lifestyle, because life be life, and why not share? Okay, all right. Today I want to talk about something that, I realized the other day I didn't do a great job on with a video I made last month, my no buy list video, or just even having my intentions for how I'm going to shop in 2024, the mindset behind it. I made a list, but I realized my list wasn't thorough enough. And then I realized I was like, okay, I didn't slow down enough how I do with my clients. So I also have a consulting business on the side where I go into people's homes and I help them edit their wardrobes, purge the things that no longer serve them or spark joy. And I also do personal shopping for any voids that are open after that type of appointment. And I realized sometimes it is a bit tough to slow down and take time and have serious conversations with ourselves to be like, girl, didn't I tell you stop buying that? It's hard to do that sometimes, right? Without a second opinion. So I wanted to kind of slow down and have this conversation with you guys in this way. So if you're having trouble creating your own no buy list after seeing so many creators do it for themselves and share it with you guys, it's like, okay, that's a really good list. I need to put that on my list. But taking the time to actually do your own list, here are some tips. Number one, obviously, you need to audit. And this isn't just the wardrobe. This can be applied to bathroom goods, kitchenware, home goods, fragrances that I didn't put on my list last month. So basically just going into a space and understanding, are my needs met in a certain category? Do I even have space for anything else like it? And that you gotta slow down. So basically I looked at my closet and I said, oh my God, Carolyn, you didn't even put blazers on your list. What you doing? Do you need a blazer? No, I don't need another blazer. I love blazers. But just in the black section of my closet alone, there are 11 black blazers. Now, mind you, they all have slightly different silhouettes, tones, stripes, beads, buttons. Sure, they come in a variety, but at the end of the day, if I'm sitting there and I'm like, I just need a classic blazer to wear with this outfit today, I have to make a choice. My needs are met. The other thing I didn't mention, I think I put on the list pants, but I need to be way more specific to be like, you really don't need pants. You see this stack here? These are all black pants. I got some black pants in here too. See this stack right here? These are all jeans. I don't need not one stitch of jean, okay? I don't need that. That is fulfilled. I even have some jeans back to back right here, okay? I don't need no more sweaters because truth be told, I have sweaters up here as well. You can't see it. I don't really want to show you because I'm embarrassed, but I don't need no more sweaters. I specifically don't need cardigans. I wanted another oatmeal sweater, but we're going to get to that. And then there's pants in this corner. I don't need interesting looking pants. I don't need leather pants. I don't need cargo pants. I don't need black pants or any type of denim. We are fulfilled to the brim. When I say pants, I'm going to write subcategories on my no buy list so I can thoroughly understand what that means. So if I'm in a ZARA and I'm tempted, I don't need no metallic pants. I'm going to put that back. The quality probably won't last as long as the ones that I have anyway. So I'm going to just put that back. It creates the resistance. It creates a hesitance. Like, you know better. You literally know exactly what you have in your wardrobe after you've done your audit. You know, so just going through it slowly, even if you're doing a bit of a purge, you start to see certain patterns. So you see the patterns of what you have an abundance of. Also see patterns where you might need to replace certain things. So the fact is that this is all pants right here. I'm gonna have to go through this little cubby. Anyway, I also did a little audit over the weekend because I was like, I need to really just go through this one more time because I feel like I'm missing something. And I started to pull out a lot of things that were pants. There's a lot of pants in the bag. There's a lot of sweaters that I had. And really, I was looking at quality of like any pilling, any distress where it wasn't supposed to be distressed. And the hand of it, the quality. Like, so I wanted to get rid of this sweater. It's a nice sweater. It's a V-neck oatmeal. It's from ZARA. The reality is it itches me. So I don't appreciate that. And also I don't like V-neck in this way. I think I needed like a little rat-tat-tat, little distressed, a little bit of character for me to really love and want to keep it, but I'm not going to give it away until I actually replace it. So understanding what you actually need to replace and then making sure you let go when you find a replacement while you're hoarding the stuff that you know you don't even like or use. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so go through your audits to understand what you have so much of in the same category, same silhouette, same colors. Your needs are met in abundance, and write those categories and subcategories down. Do an audit where you need to understand what exactly does not serve a good purpose, or the quality isn't up to your standards, or the fit just ain't fitting. It is what it is. Donating those things. But if you feel like they serve a purpose, like I felt like I wanted to wear a cream sweater with my cargos today, and I don't have a long sleeve cream sweater. So I was like, I'm going to keep this sweater. I got a call coming in. Sorry. I'm going to keep this sweater until I find a replacement. And once I get the replacement, I will happily let this one go because it does itch me. But there are some things where, like, if I needed another pair of jeans, let's say, because I've done this, I was like, I need a pair of just straight slack looking types of jeans. And there's another pair that fits a bit bunchy in the front. And once I get the pair that I'm really looking for, I'm going to let go of them. And I don't let go. So when I went through that another audit with myself, I started to really let go of those pants that don't serve me. And I fulfilled the replacement for it. So really being strict on yourself with letting go when you find a replacement. The other thing that I actually don't do with clients, and this is something that's a lot more personal, and where people kind of have to just sit with themselves. Like, yes, this is personal as it is, like going through different areas of your home to understand what you have too much of or what you need more of. It's a personal thing. But something that's really personal is how you spend your money. It's important to review your regrets, okay? And pulling them out and looking at them. And regrets could be a feeling where, oh my God, what was I thinking when I bought that? That thing is hideous. Regrets could be, damn, I've had that for 2 years and it still has the tags on it. Regrets could be, I have 3 of the same damn jeans, same exact damn jeans, and I didn't realize it. So looking at regrets and looking at the spending that took place, like the experience of the spending, obviously you want to look at how much you spent on it, right? And that could feel like a regret, like, oh my God, I spent $300 on this and I haven't worn it. And asking yourself, did I plan that purchase? Like, did I have something in particular that I was going to wear that to? Did I have several other outfits to interchange that with? Why did I do that? Why didn't I plan? Did I just buy it on a whim? Red flag. Buying things on the whim and then realizing later that you had not worn it yet, you have a hesitancy about how to style it, It's a void. Then you start to realize, okay, what's on my no buy list? Here's a habit that's going to be on my no buy list. Buying on a whim. If I don't have a roadmap, if I don't have a plan for it, if it doesn't interchange with other pieces, no whim shopping. Ain't no women over here. Whim shop where? No, not here. So realizing what you've made purchases on when it comes to like impulse purchases, and noting that. I have an issue when I go into a space that sells clothing. If they have really nice clean cut tank tops, I buy those on a whim. I don't need no more damn tank tops. I barely wore the ones that I bought 3 summers ago. And I've been having trouble wearing all of them the last 3 summers. And you know what's crazy? I bought 2 or 3 of the same ones. That's an issue. Buy one. Buy one. And if the item is available and you're wearing the one that you bought to the bone, of course, replace her. That makes sense. But if you're buying and just sitting there like, oh, look at my nice tank tops. They look so nicely folded. Look how clean they look in that drawer. It's no point. It's no point. So looking at your purchases over a course of time, especially the ones that you haven't worn or they bring on a negative feel, whether you feel bad that you purchased it and haven't used it, that you didn't realize you have more than one of them, or any negative feel it spurs up, pull it aside as a regret purchase and understand what happened when you actually made that purchase. And then when it comes to understanding these categories that you have now isolated and understand there's a behavior around it that you don't need any more of or that you need more of, that's when you create the list. After you've done an audit and purge, after you've reviewed your purchases and that behavior around them and why you did them, that's when you create your actual list. And I think for some people who have an impulsive way of shopping, hello, people being me, all right, and I know a lot of us are the same. It's just, it is what it is, cookies. Writing subcategories for that list so you can stay super focused and that you don't overspend and waste money and feel that regret in the pit of your stomach about a behavior that you knew that you have and that doesn't make you feel good to know that you have and that you want to put a stop to it. You know, sometimes we have to create boundaries within ourselves because we're humans. We're going to take advantage. You know, if it's not on the list, then I can get it. No, write the list. Write the subcategories and put that list pinned. And I know some people are Android users, some people are iPhone users. I don't know how it works on Android, but on iPhone, when you use your note section, there's an area where it is all your notes, Gmail notes. There's like all these different categories. There's a way to pin notes so it's always visible in that category. And if you have to go that far, as to putting your no buy list as your screensaver for quite some time to help remind you, maybe you have to do that as well. Some people like to put their mood boards, their vision boards on their screensaver. Some people might need to put their no buy list on their screensaver to make sure that they don't hide it from themselves and that because they're hiding it from themselves is an excuse to make the mistake. So one thing about this year, there's a few things actually about this year that I'm really being serious about, is like being about the action and going towards the goals that I have in my heart and my mind, right? But also stop playing with me. And I'm talking to myself. You know how people say she was playing in my face? I be playing in my face all the time. I let myself do whatever, okay? The other things that I've added on my no buy list, I'm gonna pop it up here, that I didn't really look into when I did the original video in December without giving guidance on how I created it. I skipped my fragrance cupboard. Now, granted, I am in the space of this industry where I have brands that want to send me fragrances to test or to create content with. And is that a gnat? What was that? Excuse me. And that's okay. That happens. But I think now I'm being really picky with what is being sent to me, whether it's from bigger brands or small businesses, growing businesses. I don't really like the word small business anymore. growing businesses. And telling them, like, what are you sending? Like, what are the notes? Because I have my taste. I have my limitations too. And quite frankly, there's like a week out of every month that I cannot wear fragrance. It makes me nauseous. It gives me a headache. And it always happens around the time that I'm about to have my women's times, right? So I have to be like, okay, hey y'all, thanks for sending. And can I send this back? It's really not my style. Or do you mind that I give this away to my community? Like, can I do a contest with them? Because this doesn't really suit me, but I think this deserves to be in someone's home because it is lovely. It's just not for me. And not going into stores and actually inquiring what's smelling good these days, what's new, and not to let myself be lured in by the fragrance girls, the spritz. Because they're so nice all the time. And they're like, you want to smell? I'll be like, sure. You know, because they're told to do that all day. And I'll be like, we can have a talk. Show me what your boss wants me to know about. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. But then I get to know them. And then I do like the fragrance. And then I end up buying it. And then like $400 later, I'm like, that's how much the fragrance is? Go ahead and put it on my card. It's just, I don't need to do it. And if I aesthetically add anything else to the cupboard space, it's going to look ugly to me. I can't, there's no more room. There's no more room. Okay. So that was one more category that I added. I don't need not one more coffee mug. I love coffee mugs. I especially love buying from growing businesses that hand make them and splatter them with the paints or the bubble paints. And it looks nice. Yeah, I love quirky mugs. Oh my God. Like I just do, but I don't need to buy any more because I literally drink tea from 2 different mugs. The same too. And so does Carlos. And I think he'll yell at me if I bring one more mug into the space. But go into every category of your home and really think about if you feel like you have restraint issues when it comes to these things or that you feel like you need to abide by a list. Go into all the categories and figure out what do you have more than enough of and create those subcategories to stick pretty clean. Do an audit of what you actually need replacing of and why. And do a review of your spending habits and dig deep into why you have some of those habits that make you kind of feel cringy or makes you feel like, damn, I need to do better. And that will help you create your no-buy list. And it will also help you create what you need to put on your wish list. And we'll talk about my wish list another video. But I do feel like having a no-buy list is a great foundation to understand what I can actually include on my wish list, what's reasonable, what actually makes sense to have on the list. And yeah, so I hope y'all like this video. Did you feel like it was good? Do you feel like it helped? Did you have some issues creating a list for yourself? Comment below if it helped in any way. And yeah, I'll see you on the next episode. We'll talk about my wish list for the 2024 year because there's definitely a wish list. There's definitely a wish list. All right, cookies. I'll see y'all later. Bye.